Okay, let's go.
We are back. Reallionaires podcast. I am the real, your host. This is episode 5. So we got one more in this project. And I'm here with my brothers. To the left of me, we got
Slim, aka Slim the Announcer, aka the Voice of Reason.
And to my right, we got
Marlon Jean-Baptiste, a.k.a. MJB,
Yeah, and today's topic is the why we do what we do, meaning as far as with our talents, the roads that we chose, and all that good stuff. So before we get into that, let's get the check-in going. Brothers, how y'all feel?
Feel great. I feel amazing. Life is good.
All right. And how's the baby?
Baby's amazing.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to the mama.
Shout out to Mama Melissa,
Right.
the big push.
Right, the big push. Did she have the baby naturally, or did she have
naturally. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, man.
Gangster.
Yeah.
Yeah, she thug about it.
Yeah. We was going through it. I like to say we was going through it because
Wow.
Because I had to watch her go through it. Nigga, you know how hard it is as a man when you can't do nothing for them.
Right.
But pretend. Right.
Baby, you're doing fine.
You're doing fine. I don't really know if you're doing fine. Because when I look at you, you don't look fine at all. Like,
Right. Yo, how long was she?
So the crazy part is we went in there on the 15th at like 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock we got there, 2:30.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't induce her till the next morning. And she had him 10:36 or 10:37 that night.
God,
Saturday
damn,
night.
That was all day.
that's a lot.
Yeah. He was
That's
in
a
there.
lot of goddamn time.
And that's how they get you with buying food across the street. So,
Don't want to like, so you have a baby? You having a baby?
Right.
Yeah. I see you later.
Hey, let's get that food ready. And how you doing, bro? What's going on
What
with
up,
you?
B? I'm good, man. Feeling lighted.
Okay.
Learned some stuff the last couple of days, but
Oh,
I'm good.
that's why he feels like he even got some sneakers. I forgot.
No.
He had
I started some stuff. I haven't bought a new pair of sneakers since last week.
and
Right, so he going through his drawers.
He
which
said
is-
last
which is
week it's
such a
been a
long
minute.
time.
Right.
Palms are sweating.
Right. He looking at niggas sneakers. Yo, my man, where you get those?
Right.
Yo, I tried to buy some today and they ain't have my size, so I cursed them out and called them crackheads. But I think
They're
they ain't all
crackheads,
dead.
but you fiending.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Today I was triggered. I watched Ayala Van Zant, and I love watching her show because she actually helped people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she don't sugarcoat. And the episode was about a dude who had 34 kids.
Damn.
Yeah, 17 baby mothers. He didn't see a problem with a lot of it. And so she was showing him the problem, but while she was showing him where he went wrong, she was also talking to women like, y'all are making yourself available for somebody who's not worth it. You know what I mean? Long story short. And I agreed with it, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what he portrayed. Even when she starts talking to him about his fuck up. Oh, I feel attacked. Well, you fucked up, so you would feel attacked.
Right.
It's called guilt. You know what I'm saying? He jumps up, he throws the book, and whatever. So then they do the follow-up show. So in the follow-up show, she has all these women, and it's like a healing session for the women. But what was bothering me was what she was saying, I didn't have a problem with. But as someone who's lived long enough and has been around enough women to know, you're not talking to everybody in this room.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a motherfucker. I played a cousin with a chick. Her man had no idea what was going on.
Right.
This nigga offered to take me and another girl to the Poconos with them. Pay gas money and all types. So I know that there's women out here that ain't shit.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So she speaks to this one of the women that was on the stage admits that she doesn't know if dude is the actual father.
Okay.
So she's like, is there any women in here that can relate to that? Only one woman stood up.
Cat.
And she was old as like she remembers the Temptations when it was just the original one. And I'm just like, yo, it's crazy that even in this situation, y'all are not being held accountable.
It's the camera.
You know what I'm saying? Because she's calling them, oh, it's okay, but you got to stop with the men. What about the women who make those choices to be with those men who ain't shit?
Right.
Like, they shouldn't get the same pass as the woman who didn't know.
It's
This
always
nigga
a
got
two-way
34
street.
kids.
Right.
You trying to tell me you didn't know?
Right. You ain't asked.
Right. So then she does one with men. Like, it's a follow-up. She brings him back and there's a couple other dudes all together with 6 guys on the stage they were responsible for 116 kids.
6
Where they
dudes.
live? Like, you know, Collins, where they live?
I don't know. These
No
niggas
TV?
don't got TVs or
No
nothing.
cable or nothing.
Right. So she's talking to them, and what she's saying to them, like, some of them are actually healing. And it reminded me of the shit that I was supposed to be doing with We As Men. So I'm really going to get on that. You know what I mean? I
Let the people know what We As Men is.
So We As Men was something that I put together. It was it's one part show, one part real conversation, and one part resource and referral for men of color, straight men of color. Because we are the forgotten ones. You know what I'm saying? A woman, like I was saying to you earlier, a woman can go through a breakup and it's looked at differently. You know what I'm saying? If your woman leaves you, what did you do?
All the time.
You know what I'm saying?
All
Oh,
the
suck
time.
it up, get it over, you'll be all right.
Yep.
You know, there's more fish in the sea.
Right.
But you leave the woman, and it's a wait to exhale moment. There's wine,
Right,
there's
right,
popcorn. You know what I'm saying? There's some Beyonce songs. You know, they do the Soul Train line to Mary J. Blige.
Shit.
So I understand why so many men go through so much, and when you ask them, yo, how you doing?
Fine.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
We always find.
Right, and no, my nigga, you're not.
You
But
gotta,
you don't
you gotta
feel,
watch the jester. They,
Right,
they
you don't
fine,
feel-
and then they put their head down.
Right, you don't feel safe to say I'm not okay.
We wasn't built that way.
Right, like I went and saw Dion Cole when he performed at King's Theater, and he talked about the death of his mother, and he was like, "Yo, everybody walks around talking about I'm okay, I'm okay." He said, "Yo, I am not okay."
Right.
And to hear a dude say that in a forum like the King's Theater, it's like
Really shit.
that shit took balls, bro.
Right. Right.
So yeah, We As Men will be coming soon. Oh, that didn't even sound right.
Whoa, hey.
We're coming
yo.
soon. Hey, no Diddy. Yeah, that's my shit. I'm not saying pause no more. I'm saying no Diddy.
Pause, no
Diddy. But yeah, I'm gonna put that together. So let's get to the topic. Bam. We have to the left of me. We have one of the top 5. What do you say? Basketball tournament, hood ball. What do you say? Announcers, just announcers.
Announcer, host, whichever one you want to call it.
Okay, yeah, he's so good. His talents took him to Canada.
Nice.
And he's going back. I'm mad because
That's a
I don't
fact.
never get to go. He went last time. All he brought me back was a fucking nickel.
I brought everybody back home.
He brought everybody a fucking nickel. I'm like, oh, this is cute. I wish I was as gangster as my wife though. She just tossed it up on the dresser. I'm like,
Motherfucker.
damn, that shit was rude. Gangster. All right, so let's talk to it. Let's talk about it. How long have you been doing it?
I got about somewhere between 16, 18 years in it now.
Okay, and where'd you start?
Nice.
Crazy. My first tournament, my first park was West 4th.
West 4th, and that's when everybody was going down there.
That's when
To,
West 4th was still
West
good.
4th.
Safe.
Yeah.
Still, yeah, it was still West 4th. Like,
Right.
It was still one of the premier basketball leagues in the city at the time.
okay, I remember I don't remember it was a magazine or something that did an interview on you.
Actually, it was a Slam magazine, but it was in China.
Right. So,
So,
yeah, he
Jack-
famous as fuck in China.
Jack Ryan showed me. He was like, you in a magazine. I said, where? He said, in China. Fuck, I'm in a
After the
magazine in
first-
China for.
After
but,
the first time?
they did a piece on West 4th, but it was in the Slam magazine in China, and I was in it.
Because you announced that day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, all right. So, what made you get into it? Because I remember when you was playing basketball.
Right,
So,
right.
how did you make that transition?
It's crazy. You want to hear something fun? I'm glad you asked me that question why you're sitting here, because you're a big part of why I started doing what I do.
Clap it up for that.
Because,
Big brother support.
right.
You see, I had to take a pull for that one.
Right.
I ain't want to say that. Yeah.
I mean, it's not a secret. When I was growing up, my role model was you. My role model wasn't an NBA player. It wasn't a celebrity. My role model was in a room next door. So, everything you did, I tried to emulate. You played football. I played football. You know?
Until that motherfucker
To
didn't
that
block.
motherfucker head. I
the
took that
center didn't block.
motherfucker head, and there was jump shots every single.
Yo, the
know what?
center didn't block. And this linebacker hit this boy, and I swear I saw his breath run down the fucking field.
I saw that shit too. I just couldn't catch it because I was going the other way.
Right. So you said after that it was jump shots.
Yeah, it was jump shots after that.
Right.
So, you at that time you was doing comedy, and you switched over to poetry. So I had to find a way to emulate what you was doing. I knew I couldn't do comedy. I knew I couldn't do poetry because my mind don't work like that. And you know, I knew how to talk shit during basketball anyway, because that's what I did. I knew the game, so I figured that would be my lane to try to, you know, get into. I used to go to West Fourth and play, and my guy Butter, who was a big part of it too.
Shout out to Butter.
Yeah, Butter would do the games. I would stay, you know, watching. He would do the game. And I'm watching the game, and I'm like, they watching the game, but they really paying attention to what the fuck he's saying. So I'm like, I think I could do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Then I went to Dykeman, saw Joe Poe, who in my opinion, and what I do is the GOAT of what I do.
Okay.
Saw Joe Poe, you know, he really gave me, I got intrigued by that, and I wanted to do it. And then I kind of just begged my way on at West Fork. I just asked to do that every day. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? He was like, nah, you got to do, like, pick up the table, do the score, you know. No disrespect. I'm like, that's crackhead work, man. I'm not about to pick up no table, no chairs at the end of the day. So he finally let me do it with it. My man Butter would leave. So Butter would play ball with us. And then he would do the games. After a while, I started noticing that he would leave after he played ball. So the tournament thought they were looking around for Butter. He's nowhere to be found. He didn't want to do it no more. So I'm like, yeah, he used to dip on him. They didn't even know he was that dip. Like, he'll get dressed after playing ball and dip.
Right.
So I just got on, man. I ain't gonna lie. My first game, I was trash. I was horrible my first game I did, like, and, you know, I just found my niche after a while, so I'm after summer, and I got on. Then my guy Ian, he had a tournament. He played in West Forth. He heard me announce. And he hit me up the next day, like 7 in the morning on my Facebook, in the inbox, and was like, yo, I got a tournament. I'm like, that's fucking cute. I don't know why you're telling me at 7 in the morning.
Right.
He's like, I want you to come down, pause, jump on the mic, do your thing or whatever.
Jump on the mic.
Pause. I said pause. I
No
paused
diddy.
it first. I paused it first.
No diddy.
No diddy. So, you know, I went down there. He told me the magic words. I said, how you want me to do it? You want me to be professional? You want me to be like some high school? He said, do how you want to do it. Do what you do. I'm not controlling you. Just don't be disrespectful and do what you want to do. After that, that's when Slim was born. That's when Slim was made. Like, I went out there. First thing, it was in Chinatown.
Wow.
It was in Chinatown. So I learned, like, the fuck I'm going to do this in Chinatown.
Right.
Did what I did. I killed, and everything else of that was just, you know.
Poor fried rice on the pick and roll.
Yeah, it was crazy. They loved me out there. I became one of them.
Nah, you too fucking tall and dark to be one of them, but I get what you're saying.
Right.
So, in your opinion,
Okay.
what is one thing that you feel announcing can do without?
Wow. Can do without.
Yes, yeah. And I noticed I didn't see all these questions because I wanted to catch it.
Yeah.
Damn,
right,
on the fly
right,
today, niggas. Hold that.
One thing I can say announcer can do without is people feeling that they're bigger than the game.
The announcers.
Yeah, announcers are bigger. There's a lot of announcers out there feel like they bigger than the game. And I always tell them, like, if you don't show up to the park, the game is still going to go on.
Right.
Right.
If them players don't show up to the park,
Now we don't
you
have no
sitting there
game.
with a fucking mic looking stupid.
Right.
So it's like,
You
you know,
can't
we
be.
got to stop thinking that I don't think it, but some people think that they're actually more important than the game going on.
Okay. And what's one thing that you feel is definitely needed?
Definitely needed. We need better. We could use some form of management, some form of a union, some form.
So y'all could strike?
Nah, hell no,
Oh.
not strike, but just like get things in order a little bit, and let it be known that this is the standard of trying to book an announcer.
Okay. Because it's definitely money in it.
Oh, there's definitely money in it, but some people would definitely try to lowball you, and then you have the announcers that's not that good or not that popping, so they take whatever.
Give me $50.
Yeah, I give you $25 in a Lucy.
and these niggas is announcing 9 games.
9 games, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it has to be a standard of what they have to follow. So you can't even go around that and try to lowball somebody because this is the standard price.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're either gonna pay this or that other person might be higher, but this is what you're going to pay out the gate. So
Okay.
I think that needs to be in place.
So now let me ask you, what is the worst tournament you've ever emceed?
Wow.
Yeah, we put motherfuckers on the spot. I hope they're not watching it. Peace, Abe. What up? Abe, the one who came last week to the show and couldn't remember his shit. Yeah, my guy. What
I
up?
don't know. I can't really answer that. Like I've just done events that was just badly organized because I don't do tournaments. I do events. So I've done events
Ooh,
that was.
I don't do tournaments.
I do both. I do all.
Excuse me.
Okay. But I've done events that was just horribly organized, like time wise. You get there and it's like, no. I tell you one. So I get there one time, and I'm looking around. I'm like, all right, what the DJ with the mic? Dude is like, oh, you ain't bring nothing?
Wow.
I said, nah, I ain't bring I bought me. Like, what the fuck did you don't got a DJ or nothing? Nah, that wasn't really in the budget.
Wow.
So what the fuck you expecting me to sit here and do?
You gonna scream, nigga.
Oh,
Nah,
yeah, I'm out of
he
here.
gonna draw signs.
Go team.
Yeah, I'm out of here, bro. Thanks, I'm out of here. Thanks
Have
for
you
my
ever done
time.
that though? Have you ever done like a I'll be right back and leave and don't come back?
Nah, I never done
You know, I'm
I'm
gonna go to
done
the
with
store.
that.
And
Nah,
the
I'm
fucking
done
store's
with
in
that.
another borough. All right, you never done that. All right, so now I've seen you MC at Barclays.
Barkley, yeah.
I've seen you in the Garden. I don't know if you was MCing or
Nah, I never did the Garden yet.
okay.
Definitely on my bucket list.
But right, so give me 2 places that's on your bucket list that you want to perform, that you want to MC.
The Garden, and I want to do a D1 college game.
Okay, why that one?
Cause that's like D1 college is like that's the next level under being an NBA commentator.
Okay,
And it's like you get a way better look if you do a D1. So that's just a level of like when you set goals for yourself.
okay,
That's a level and a goal I would love to reach.
okay.
And it's a different setting other than just somebody booking you to do, like you said, a hood tournament or a regular tournament. It's like, nah, we want you to really come in here and be in this professional atmosphere and to see if you can shake out here. So that's a goal for me.
So now, Dykeman Rucker.
Yo, you about to make my DMs go crazy.
No, fuck that.
podcast.
Fuck that. If you, listen, we
Talk
talking
your
our
shit.
shit today.
Right, talk your
How many
shit.
years you got in? So come on, you went to Canada, bro, and brought me back a nickel. We talking.
It's a tough question. Well, what is the question actually?
See? I done
the
fucking
question?
forgot. Shout out to PU. Oh, Dykeman Rucker.
What about it?
Would you MC there?
No.
Why?
So Dykeman I wouldn't because my guy Cha-Ching does Dykeman. And he's so
Wait, is it like if you know someone does this one, you don't?
No. If I know the announcer that does the league, I will not do it.
Okay.
Out of respect, it's a territory thing. Out of respect for them and respect for their territory, I won't do it.
Okay. So you wouldn't do that because of, you said Ching.
Cha-Ching, yeah. Cha-Ching does it. He owns the crowd up there. You know, they love him.
Was he there when Safari got gunned down?
He was there when Safari was there. I was there when Safari got gunned down with water bottles. That shit was hilarious.
That shit was painful.
I was there for that.
Okay. And Rucker.
Rucker, I wouldn't do. I actually know the MC that does that too, so I wouldn't do it for that reason. But I personally am not a fan of the way Rucker moves nowadays.
Okay.
It's different, very different ownership. They're more about money now than about the entertainment part of it.
Okay.
And when I say entertainment, of course, I'm talking about bringing people in, having the good teams, and having the good players. Now they're just about whoever give us this deposit first, you in.
Wow. All right.
Like I saw church teams in there one day.
We got hallelujahs against the top shots.
What we doing here? Shout out to Rucker though. They're gonna come back. I don't want to, sound like I'm back.
All right. So now, this is one that I've seen you work a couple of times, and then we'll slide over to the comedy. Balling for Peace.
Oh man,
Talk about it.
Balling for Peace is a nonprofit foundation. We use sports to encourage peace in the community and peace in the city and stuff like that to get away from violence. That's home. Balling for Peace is home. Nothing comes before Balling for Peace. My guy H2O, my brother, he put me in so many situations and to talk to people that I probably would never rub shoulders with and have a conversation with just from doing Balling for Peace. So that is, man.
Okay.
Like, and we do what we do is so we have celebrity basketball games.
I seen one of those.
Yeah.
When they had Indu Champ and there was a couple other people.
Mr.
Daylight,
Mr.
Commodore. That's when I saw what's the name, nasty ass from Black Ink, the white black girl, that was dating Alex.
Oh, I know you're talking about. I don't remember her. Donna, right?
Donna, and Alex was there.
Yeah, I didn't
too.
watch that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch.
So it was a tattoo reality show, and this dude.
Oh, I know what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
So
what
Alex busts her cheeks in the bathroom stall and became her man. I don't know what kind of love story that is.
It's a BET love story.
And mind you, the nigga was he didn't even care enough to focus. This nigga was rolling while he was busting her cheeks, and they put it on MTV. Okay. But yeah, so they do celebrity games.
Yeah, we do celebrity games. We do softball. We used to do a bowling celebrity game where it was like also a code drive and a giveaway for the kids for around Christmas time. We used to do it around Christmas time. We go inside schools and have one day like tournaments inside the school.
Okay.
You know, to try to bring peace out of school. A lot of times there's schools that, these schools nowadays, it's like 4 to 5 schools in one school.
Yeah.
So what we do is we bring all the schools together and have a one day tournament to try to promote peace. So we do a lot. I mean, people just obviously see the celebrity game, like, well, that's what y'all do, but we do so much else.
Right.
And it's dope, man. I love it.
And how long have you been a part of it?
I'm going to say about 7 years now I've been a part of Bowling for Peace.
Shit. Okay.
It's crazy because I was in attendance for the very first Bowling for Peace game, but I didn't do it. I was in attendance for it, and I've done it every one since then.
Because of what you saw.
Yeah, because of what I saw and just him, me and Ishul having a relationship and him hitting me up like, I want you to do. I started doing the kids game. I want you to do the kids game. I'm like, I'll do a kids game. I did a kids game and I did me and now it's like I am the official voice of Bowling for Peace.
Nice. All right. So give it up for Bowling for Peace. And my brother is doing his thing. And when do you go back to Canada?
August.
In August. Yeah. Now, what was the experience like there?
Yeah, it was crazy because so the thing with Canada, where I was at in Canada, you said we have our basketball is hype, everybody's on the court, the announcers on the court, and it's totally different over there. Like they really just want to sit down and watch the game over there.
Wow, so you can hear the sneakers and shit.
Right. So for us, it was very weird going over there, and cause we had to like kind of scale back the way we announce games, because they're like, "Yo, y'all too loud. You talking too much." Yeah, and we're like, "Wait, what?" So we was out there from Friday to Sunday. By Sunday, we did it the way they wanted to do it. So Sunday was a championship day. I told my boy, I said, "Yo, bro, we're gonna have to do us. They get mad, don't have us come back, then that's fine. But we're going to do how we do it.
Yeah, right. Stay true to you.
We did it how we do it, and they loved it. They was like, yo, you guys are so great. Can y'all come back? Can we get some New York teams out here? Can we, oh my God, I've met, I made relationships from there that people that I still talk to this day.
Nice.
So it was dope. It was the whole big thing for me was, will what I do work somewhere else?
Right.
It's easy to do something at home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was telling somebody today, I'm like, I vibe off the crowd a lot. So to go to somewhere where you don't know anybody
and get
it's
the crowd
hard to
going.
Vibe off the crowd. I might have an ongoing joke with you. So when you walk in the gym, I might use that ongoing joke between me and you. I ain't got no ongoing joke with nobody in Canada.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is fresh. I'm freestyling the whole entire thing.
Yeah.
But it was a great experience, man. It was amazing to get out and do it somewhere else other than home.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to slide over to the comedy side of the table.
Yep.
We got my brother, Marlon Jean Baptiste. Oh, no. A.K.A. MJB. So, let's...
Talk to me. I've been waiting for this.
Right. So let's get it. So first things first, how long have you been doing comedy?
No, October will make 9 years.
9 years.
Yeah.
What made you decide?
It's crazy. I used to work for this company, and in total, I worked with them for 16 years. Like, I started at the bottom, worked my way up all the way to manager.
Okay, Drizzy.
Right.
Yeah, it was one of those for real.
Started with the boxes, now we here. Started with the boxes, now the whole team
now
here.
we pointing at the boxes. Like, move it.
Right.
But yes, and what happened was it was a transition where a bigger company bought that company, and when they pushing you out.
Okay.
Right? And so as they were pushing me out, I gave it my all to stay, because that was all I knew. Like, that was my first job. I grew, you know what I'm saying? I had I had all daughters at the time.
Right.
So I'm sitting there like, damn, I can't lose this job. You know what I mean? My lady wasn't working, and I was stressed. Because I was a manager, I'm on salary at the time.
Okay.
Right? So I could work however I want. I want to work all day, I work all day. So I used to go in the morning, leave, get some sleep, go back at night, do an overnight. Just do everything to make sure the store was right and I didn't lose it. And I was stressed. I was like real stressed. And one day I had this like sweet little old lady as a cashier. She was 60 years old at the time. And I went outside to smoke a cigarette. And as I passed her, I said some shit funny, just me being me. You know what I mean? And she laughed. And as I was smoking the cigarette, I'm like, yo, even with stress, that's the one thing that I could do.
Right. It's
You know what I'm saying?
laugh.
Yeah, just make people laugh just by being me, not trying. And, you know, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to try it. Like, I knew nothing about comedy. Knew nothing, you know, obviously, other than what I saw on TV, our specials, or you know, Def Jam.
Right.
And so from there, it was like, all right, I'm going to do my research. And I did research how to, you know, internet, how to be a comedian, how to write a joke. Like, I did all kind of research. And I hit an open mic. Hit an open mic and got started.
Okay. So now, I know when I did it, the very first joke I told, it didn't go over well.
Okay.
The second joke killed. And it was the second joke that made me say, all right, yeah, I think I can do this.
Okay.
When was the moment that you said, I can do this shit?
It was actually my first time getting on.
Okay.
So the first time getting on, I thought I had everything memorized, right? And like I thought, and the first 3 jokes hit. And I was so like, oh shit, I had to pull my notes out to the point that the crowd was like, oh, you ain't expect that to happen. You know, because I had already told them like, yo, it was my first time doing it, whatever, you know what I mean? And you know, once you let them know it's your first time, they give you an extra push.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so when the first 3 hit, it was just like, nah, this is dope. This is a dope feeling to have people laughing at shit that you created. You know what I mean? And I always had it with whoever knew me. Like, even when I got in, everybody that I told who knew me as a kid, yo, I want to be a stand-up comedian. Everybody, it makes sense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we get it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you probably should have been did this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when, yeah. So
What
when,
took you so long?
Right. So when it actually worked, and you know how the high is, it was like, I want to keep getting high.
Right. Okay. All right. So.
He's not a drug addict, y'all.
No, yeah, no.
Not that
It's
kind of high.
it's right on it's the stage.
That's an artist on stage, right?
Right. Okay. So, best thing about doing comedy.
Honestly, for me, and I know this may sound cliche, but it's actually making people laugh.
Okay.
That's like, I'm at a place now where, yeah, do I get paid for shows? Yeah, I get paid. But it's not doing nothing for my life for real. So it's like, I'm not driven off of that.
Right.
I'm actually driven off of being able to be up there by myself, telling my life. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know my comedy. My comedy is my life.
Right.
And for it to resonate with people and people to be like, nah, I fucks with you.
Right.
It's just, it's amazing. That's the best thing for me.
Okay. And now the worst thing.
The worst thing is how it works. Right, so like he was talking about where a system, where it's like, right, there's no system on how to make it, how, you know what I'm saying, what to do, what not to do.
Right.
And because of my particular situation, I can't run the game the way it's supposed to be ran, which is staying out all night, right, networking. I got kids.
Right.
I got to be home. I got a real job where, you know what I'm saying, I just can't do it. A lot of times I'm leaving shows at midnight and I got to be at work 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? So I take cat naps.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
all right now.
Right. I'll be back.
Yeah, I know the whole store down. We're going to off for a second.
Yeah, you
Right,
know
we
what
gonna
I'm
check out
saying?
this. We gonna check this goddamn delivery.
Yeah, let's do some paperwork in the office real quick.
So
I
when
gotta do that goddamn time sheet.
right. So when I say the worst part is how it works, it's people not fucking with you off of talent.
Right.
It's the fact that people fuck with you because I see you.
Okay. So
You know?
would you say it's more the politics?
Politics, yeah, that's the
Right.
perfect word.
So now, you see all of this shit that's going on with black comedy. Is it safe to say we're in trouble or not yet?
I don't think we're in trouble. I think this is just like anything else. Same thing like you said earlier, Diddy, right? Music ain't in trouble.
Right.
So it's
I don't know, bro. He about to take down all the black music. You see, they saying he done screwed everybody.
Right.
And if he didn't screw them,
But-
they groom people.
But here's the thing with that though. those people are gonna grow from that. Right, because now here comes the followers. Oh my God, I can't believe you went through that. People love to be sympathetic towards you.
Right.
So it ain't gonna fuck with music in a whole. Plus, are you ever gonna stop listening to music because Diddy fucked the nude?
But you know, it's funny. Like, I'm the type of person, and I know it's not a lot of people out here. Like, I stopped listening to R. Kelly.
Okay.
And TP2 was my motherfucking album.
Right.
You hear me?
Yeah.
But I stopped listening to it. So now.
But it's because he did the action.
Right.
Now but
now what I'm saying is, so if it comes down to a situation where I'm like, well, I can't listen to nothing with Diddy. Do you know how much fucking music that is? Shit, I'm just gonna be soul clapping.
Because if a teenager pissed on R. Kelly, you would still fuck with him.
Right.
And you know what's crazy? I'm gonna keep it a buck. If a teenager was able to piss on R. Kelly, I would probably follow that teenager.
Nigga, I'm proud of you.
Right, you convince a grown man to let you piss on him. Salute to you, ma'am. What's your Instagram? What's your Cash App?
I'm saying the victim. Nobody's gonna treat the victim away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If anything, is we live in a world now where we're happy you had the strength to say something.
Right.
Right.
So,
like, and I gotta say this, there's the main camera right there. To the woman who decides now she want to come out and say Shine isn't the one who shot her. I know Math told me earlier that she been saying it, but it didn't get traction. It's getting traction now. You should have shut your goddamn mouth and stayed with it, because that man Shine, not only did he do time, but he got deported. Now, granted, he went over there and became somebody.
King over there.
Right. Like he's that motherfucker. Like his face about to be on their money.
But you also don't know what he got for it at that time, right? There's always those.
Oh no, because they said Diddy was like, yo, you take the fall, and he didn't do shit. Yeah. So you and Diddy, I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all room in hell hasn't been built yet. When it is, y'all gonna get that text. All right. A comedian that you would love to open for.
Oh, that's a great question.
That's a great question. And a lot of people probably gonna call me crazy for this, but it's actually Kevin Hart.
Because y'all the same height.
Boom! I didn't want to say it.
Yo, the mic ain't gotta be adjusted. Like,
right, it's already there.
Right, just stand there, next nigga.
All right, and one comedian that's no longer here that you wish you could have a sit down with.
Bernie Mac.
Why?
Bernie Mac. That realness.
I'm gonna tell you something about your motherfucker.
That realness, like whoever don't love Mac, I'm sorry.
Something wrong with
you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that realness, that rawness, and that energy was just different. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got from him what a lot of us want to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you, again, going back into the research that I did in the beginning, he been like that. Mm-hmm. It wasn't, once he got famous and we saw him that he found a way to get like that. Nah, he, back in the day before, we had the internet and everybody could just watch you, comedians was going to his spot in Chicago to check him.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because his name was buzzing that much. Like, and you know what I mean? Like, you always want to be able to just see somebody who could rock like that.
Right. So, now, let me ask you this. Like, I know your style of comedy. Yeah, baby, that's right. Ow. Now you know the wife just gave me a compliment. You know my nipple got hard.
I almost threw up.
Watch your mouth.
I was like, he getting excited for me? Like, what's happening? Like, you said your style of comedy.
Right there. I know your style of comedy is you self-identified, personal stories. What do you think of comedians that go for the shock value? Like, for instance, right now they're talking about, I think his name is something Lucas. He did a George Floyd joke.
I saw the clip.
Right. What do you think of comedians that do that type of comedy? Charleston White type shit.
I mean, so this is where it gets tricky for me, right? Because as a comedian, you stay with the... on stage, it's supposed to be off limit. Everything's supposed to be, you're supposed to be able to say what you want.
Right.
I don't mind it, but I also wouldn't fuck with it.
Okay.
And I'm not saying me as a joke. I'm saying me even as enjoying it. I won't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like we should do that, right? In one hand, it's when we have the Karens like, oh, you this right now. It's, oh, we're on stage. We supposed to, everything's off limits or, you know, on limits on stage. And then when someone takes it there, we switching our route.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's one of those, if you comfortable to do that, who am I to say, you know, say or feel away, but I'm not going to fuck with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw the joke, and not for nothing, I got to be honest. If he would have said that joke in a black room,
It would have been a problem.
I don't know if it would have been a problem because the setup and stuff wouldn't have been. Because you got to remember, he was talking about catering to his white fans and all of that. And I think that's what because honestly, when I heard the joke, and it could be because I'm an asshole, I kind of laughed. I'm not going to lie.
But see, when I say it's going to be a problem, it's we turn off because of the topic. Most of the time, it ain't even about how it was said.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, and you'll have certain thoughts, right? We all have certain thoughts, and it's like, this shit funny as hell.
Right.
But I can't go on stage with this.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Certain things is, for me, is leave it in the living room.
Mm.
It's cool.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Once we hit cut, we could say whatever, right? But once that's on,
That's a fact.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to live that way today.
Right.
Period.
Okay. All right. So, and I'm going to come back to you with this question, but
Okay.
you. Somebody comes up to you today. They say, yo, I just watched your set. I'm thinking about getting into comedy. They say, anything that I should know?
Be yourself. That's the best advice I give anyone, and you know, doing comedy, want to do comedy, is be yourself, because you got a lot of motherfuckers who ain't themselves,
Right.
and they've been doing it longer than me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like I tell people, the reason why my comedy is about me, and this is why I would want to open up for Kevin Hart, because watching him made me realize I could talk about what I actually do every day instead of just trying to be funny, right? It's easy to be funny. But when you put yourself in the position of being funny, right? Like, I could joke on you, oh, you fat, right? Oh, like,
Hold up,
like,
that was
like,
very-
no, but I'm saying, I can say it because he talks about it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
he'll greet me like that.
Right.
Oh, man, damn.
Fat nigga hungry,
Fat
yeah.
nigga, you know what I'm saying? I just had to walk up these stairs. Like, he'll greet me like that.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Once you have to feel comfortable with yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's easy to make fun of somebody else, right? But what about when you look in that mirror?
That vulnerability.
That vulnerability.
All right. And so for you, what would be one thing that you would tell someone who wanted to get into the announcing thing?
First of all, I agree with him with the be yourself. Don't try to mimic somebody else's style. Don't try to mimic somebody else's lines. That's probably the number one thing.
So if I was to get ready to do it and I started with, yeah.
Nah, I would fucking kick in the
That's his shit.
That's like a
That's
signature, right?
That's his shit. That's his shit.
Also, I would say to understand the balance between being funny and actually calling the game. I think
Does it help to know the game?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Know the game and know
Yeah,
the
I'm
players.
sure that.
Like, I got my guy Nas up here on live. Like, I can tell you Nas's game, what he going to do. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So that's a big part, knowing the game and knowing the players.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm going to keep this real quick because we got a special guest or two, I don't know, to come up. So for me, I do a lot. I've done a lot. But honestly, what got me into it was before I even got into it. Like, the comedy thing started because of my mother. Because she had heart issues from smoking. Cigarettes, not cracking no other dumb shit. Don't nobody try to get, hey, oh, real mother was a crackhead. I will cut your fucking throat. And I read one day that laughter was therapeutic for your heart.
Right.
So me and my other brother, we would just do random dumb shit, skits and all types of stuff like that. Then when I started going outside, I was always the one with the jokes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you try snapping on me and you be calling your uncle. You know what I mean? Like, I literally had niggas that wanted to shoot me.
Oh, yeah. No.
Because I cut their ass.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So when I started working in Greater Brownsville, that's where I met Kenny Williams, and I went to see him perform. And it was a dude, and this dude was horrible. Dude did 10 minutes and got no laughs.
Damn.
To the point where he was like, well, I see this shit ain't working. Let me get out of here. And I'm sitting there, and I looked at Kenny, and I said, are you fucking serious? And he said, you know what's crazy? He's still going to get paid tonight.
Right.
So I said, all right, cool. And I tried it, and it worked. I did one room, and that's when I learned that every joke ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
I did a gay joke at a GMHC event. GMHC stands for Gay Men's Health Crisis Center. So I did a joke, and I said, I really don't understand it, because to me, dick is like secret deodorant. You know, it might be strong enough for a man, but it's made for a woman. All the straight people laughed.
Right.
The person who invited me said, well, there goes my job.
Yeah.
And the rest of the people didn't find it funny. So, okay, cool. But when I did the joke again, because that was a good goddamn joke.
Right.
So when I did it again, I realized certain rooms you can't do certain stuff.
Yeah, there's a thing called read the room.
Right. And I was illiterate. Then came the night when the host used me for laughs.
Yo, my guy now say somebody shooting at you for cutting your ass is crazy. He don't know that you left high school because
In high school that shit happened to me. Bushwick High School, I was cutting this nigga ass so bad his girl was laughing. Nigga, I went in the bathroom, all I hear is, where them jokes at now? I turn around, this nigga got the fucking Desert Eagle out. Bushwick High School. And the nigga said, I'm gonna give you the count of 3 to get the fuck out of here. He said 1, I was gone.
Understand, people, this was a different time.
Yeah, this is when niggas actually fought and shit like that. So I did a show 2:00 in the morning at a party. People have been drinking from 9:00. I had no business up there, but I went up there. Not a motherfucker know me, but now they all got to stop and sit down to hear my jokes. Shit didn't go over well. So the host goes, and now a moment of silence for the last comedian, and everyone start laughing. Nigga, I'm tight. I call Kenny up. I'm like, yo, this nigga is about to get knocked smooth the fuck out. You don't make no motherfucking joke on me, nigga. I'm part of the fucking show.
Right.
Kenny is like, yo, you can't get mad. That's comedy. I'm like, nigga, that shit wasn't funny. So I call my wife. I'm like, yo, I'm about to lay this. And she like, you can't do that. Everybody's telling me I can't do that. Right. So I'm like, fuck it. I go home. Somebody called me to host an event. I hosted. Now the hosting shit was easy because I could do the jokes when I wanted to.
Right.
So I was like, all right, cool. But now, I really don't want to do stand-up no more. You know, even though I performed at Boston Comedy Club and Dave Chappelle was like, yo, nigga, you good. Keep going. At the time, he wasn't Dave Chappelle. He was some funny-looking nigga. And I was like, nigga, fuck you. Now I wish I'd have listened. But yeah, so I had some coworkers who did poetry. I never fucked with it. Because everything I knew of poetry, I couldn't relate to.
Right.
You know, either they talking about love, nigga, I'm fucking, no, we're not doing that. They talking about going back to Africa, nigga, I could barely find that shit on the map. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so that shit wasn't me. But then I went to a show and this girl did a poem called The Job. And all she was talking about was giving head. And she had a female with props. And at the end of her poem, homegirl handed her a dildo with whipped cream on it, and she took the shit down to the nuts and pulled it out and said, and I don't spill a drop. And the room went crazy. I said, I could write that shit. I said, I could write something. So I went home.
He said, what's up?
I went, yeah, you know, I tried to get her number. She wasn't fucking with it. She was from the Bronx.
Come on, man.
No, I'm just saying. So I went home and I wrote something. But I didn't tell it to nobody. I just wrote it. I went to rehearsal, and they was like, yo, you should really try this shit. Fuck out of here. So at the same time, I just became a father. My daughter, Nia, is born. I'm staying with my mother. My brother, not this one, agitates my mother to the point where it becomes an argument. And my mother's like, well, since you that fucking grown, you take your family and you go. Fine. Take the family and I'm gone. Where the fuck we going?
Right.
So now we go to her mom's crib. Shouldn't have never fucking went. So long story short, we end up in the shelter. So you know you gotta go through the screening process. So that's 3 days. You sit in like a big ass room, and they gotta see if you're eligible. Meaning they can't find nobody in your family to take you in. Like you gotta call people and be like, yo, if they call you, you tell them you don't fuck with me. Right. That type of shit. Bro. So we're sitting in the room, and I'm watching families just break down, crying and shit like that. And I'm looking, I'm going, I can't do that. Because I got a little girl and this woman who's trusting that I'm going to get her through this shit.
Right.
Jumped in the book, started writing some shit. When I finished writing it, they called us. We got placed. Went to rehearsal, read them the shit. And he was like, yo, nigga, you can do this shit. I bet. So I go out. First time I perform, I use my government name. I ain't know that motherfuckers had aliases and shit. Didn't know. So niggas is cutting my ass about, yo, son, you really got up there and said your name? What the fuck was I supposed to say?
Cutting ass is crazy, though.
They was like, for 20 minutes, I was like, all right, y'all niggas about to stop, because I'm about to write a poem called I'm going to kill all y'all niggas.
I know they call you this for 30 years, nigga, but we trying to switch up.
So now, it was a slam that they had called The Hottest Poets. It was in Harlem. The draw was the winner of the night got $75. Motherfuckers would come with their best poetry for this shit. So I go there with the motherfuckers who put me onto this shit. And it's a dude, he walks up. Now outside, he a hood nigga. Nah, what up, son? Yo, I was telling this bitch that, you know, that's how he's talking. When he gets inside, peace, king. Peace, queen. Ashe family. What the fuck? Nigga, that wasn't you out there. So the host says, what's your name? I'm like, The Real, because that's how I keep it. But I'm saying it because I'm thinking out loud because of this nigga. The fucking host gets up on stage and say, coming up next, The Real, because that's how I keep it. What the fuck? Anyway, so I get up there, I do this shit. I don't know if it was because I was new face or what, but I won. I'm like, oh, shit. But it wasn't until someone asked me to feature. Because in poetry, that's when you that motherfucker, when someone asks you to feature, like you the closer.
Right.
And the shit went on. I did that wow. Best part of doing the poetry shit was probably during, I had a group, Untamed. And nigga, we were problems. 13 loud, rude motherfuckers who get on stage and tell you about yourself in a million ways. The worst, I did a show at Brooklyn Exposure for Valentine's Day. Because people tell you there's no money in poetry, and that's bullshit. Shout out to my man Chance, who makes a killing doing tours for the colleges. So I'm doing this shit, set the price with the dude, the bartender, $40 a head. I'm trying to get money. Valentine's Day is coming up. I got a family. This would be dope. 6 people walk in. $40 a pop. The owner comes to me and go, I need you to get that money back. Why the fuck would I do that? Because that's our family. They don't pay to get in here. But I discussed it with your bartender, and we agreed. Everyone, not them. Bro, when I tell you, Kevin Hart did a joke about, you know how mad you gotta be to take all the lights off the Christmas tree?
Right.
I was on that shit because I had helped set up shit in a fucking suit, nigga. I'm on top of a ladder pulling shit down. Fuck y'all. And left. So yeah, what I hate about it is the clicks.
Yeah.
Not because you have a click, but because these clicks run as if you don't do their type of poetry,
you're not a poet.
You're not a poet, or you're not worthy of their respect. Got and it. I love that. Because when I get in there, I don't do it for y'all motherfuckers. Y'all do the same shit I do.
Right.
I do it for them who ain't never seen me or heard me. And when I'm finished, they like, that's what the fuck I was talking about.
Right.
Any suggestion I would have for a poet would be memorize your shit.
Yeah.
It's very disrespectful to your room and people who paid to come the fuck in to watch you read from your phone, read from a notebook, a scroll or any of that. This is not school.
Yeah, that shit. And now that I've been in that scene, it seemed like it's really accepted.
Yeah.
And he hates that shit.
Yo, but there's been times where I go up after somebody or a few people that do it, and I dress it as a comedian, and even like you said, the people that they brought is laughing at the shit that I say. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's because it's a certain connection that you can't get with your face and your phone.
Right, that eye contact.
You know what I'm saying? And with poetry, that's part of it. Like, your words is one thing. What you're saying is another thing, but that connection with people in the fucking audience, you need. Yo, I once did an erotic poem, and this female was like, I need you to do this poem for my friend. And she hands me the phone. And I'm like, hello? Yeah, what's up? Oh, nah, my nigga, we can't do this. But I know it's because she thought the poem was so dope, she wanted him to hear it.
Right.
But yeah, no, we're not doing that. Sorry, he got to come to the show. So yeah, everything else I do is just because I love creating. I love the creative energy, and I love being able to look at some shit and go, yeah, I did that. From creating flyers to whatever. As far as the acting, that was just something that has always been in me. I was always a movie head, and I used to always tell people, I'm going to be on somebody's movie. Nobody believed it. But then when it happened,
everybody knows.
Oh, yeah, son, I knew you would make it. Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
King of paper chasing.
And mind you, wait, hold on. I got to point this out. Even the people I love.
What?
This motherfucker, you know what he does? He calls me, he go, yo, I just bought your movie. I'm like, that's what's up. Nah, I bought the bootleg one. You shitting me? No, I'm gonna go get the real one, but I just wanted to get this one. Then he calls me again. It was some chick. Like, yo, ain't you my brother? I'm like, yeah. Told you. And I hear the bitch laugh, and I go, nigga, did you just use niggas? He said, yeah, we about to watch a movie right now. Holy shit. My mother, God bless the dead, she was like, nigga, I'd have shot you in the first 20 minutes. This is what my mother said. But then cried when they killed me. Ma, why are you crying? They killed my baby. Ain't the same baby that you... Right.
The character was an asshole.
But doing that movie showed me one thing. I never understood how people go out to L.A. and become homeless. Because they're going to pursue a dream. But that movie showed me, because it's different. Like, I've done other projects, and you get there, and they tell you, you know, you go through your lines, whatever, and you film it. But for this one, like, I showed up, and I had people dressing me. They want to know what the fuck I want to eat. You know what I'm saying? This, that, third, and then at the end of all of this, the fucking check that I got? Wow. So I can see how motherfuckers go, yo, fuck work. I'm going to go out to L.A. and get famous, because, nigga, I damn near quit my job.
Right.
But when I went home, we just had a fucking baby. Shout out to my son Malik. Nah, nigga, because I don't know when the next time I'm going to land some shit that's going to pay me like this.
Right.
So I'm going to work tomorrow. So yeah, but what I say to anybody, regardless of what it is you're trying to do, understand why you do it first.
Yeah.
If you understand why you do it, it's easier. You can be more disciplined, more dedicated, and actually study your fucking craft. You got some people that just do it because they think it's the quick route or the easiest whatever that they're doing, and they don't even respect their craft.
Yeah, that's the people that love the finished product.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Don't give a fuck about the journey. So yeah, and that goes with anything. So coming up next, are both of y'all coming up or just all right? So
I'm gonna slide out.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring y'all back, but we're gonna use these two seats. We're gonna switch lanes a little bit. We still talking about the why. We're still talking about what we do, but now we're talking about some entrepreneur Negro shit. So I'm about to bring these two brothers up. That's me. I was supposed to get y'all asses up. I done said this shit 4 times. I'm about to bring these brothers up. Right. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
His thumb started moving crazy.
Nah, but you know a motherfucker moving fast when they texting, when they not even looking at the shit, they just, that's that fast shit.
That's me.
Right.
Yeah, I read it back. Like, what the fuck was I saying?
So, real quick, first and foremost, I gotta say, shout out to PU. Yes. If you're in New York and you don't know about PU, kill yourself. Some of the best weed I've smoked. And these two brothers are part of the reason why I have a job. And they're part of the reason why a lot of people hate me. So, these are the founders, the CEOs, the boss men of I&M Home Team Security. So, to my left, we got
You know the boy, Big House.
Big House Mikasa. And to my right,
What up? You already know it's your boy Issa.
Issa. All right. So, what made y'all decide to create a security company?
Like I said, the opportunity was presented to us, so we said, fuck it. We grown men, we businessmen, we gonna make it happen. We don't wait for nobody, we do it ourselves and just put it on the table.
Big Shactus. All right. So, he do. Do y'all have like experience in like security or whatever?
Most definitely. Me myself personally, did security for DHS, Department of Homeless Services, for
Shit.
about 12 years.
At the spot on Atlantic or?
Every spot. I done
God.
single men, single women's, families.
So you didn't. Shit.
And I started off the worst place you could really start off, actually, in that whole environment. I started off on Ward's Island. If anybody know what Ward's Island is, that's the hub of where they would send you for parolees that either have sex offenders or they have violent offenders where they can't be around anything. So
there's all the animals.
Yeah, that's baby Rikers.
Shit. And how long you did that?
5 years.
Fuck.
5 years.
And what about you, Big House?
Listen, my resume go crazy, you heard? I just started out doing executive protection and all that. BET ripped the runways, Black Ink, I did it all. Now I'm a state peace officer, so I got that law enforcement in my belt. And now I'm just here to make a change.
All right.
Everybody our second chance, opportunity to make some money.
Right. And put people on. Shout out to y'all because not for nothing, y'all I know are helping a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like y'all help me, because like some people know and some people don't. Prior to COVID, nigga wasn't working. And I remember when I started, he was taking us to Atlantic City and I'm like, I cracked a joke. I'm like, nigga, can I get a job? And he was like, pull up Sunday. I'm like, nigga, you lying. He was like, I'm dead ass.
That's how a lot of the opportunities that we provide for people open up. A lot of the brothers that work with us, because I don't like to say for us.
Right.
With us, like the title says, is home team.
Right.
These are individuals that we know personally or that was referred to us. So we take that with pride. You know, we helping out our own.
Right. And shout out to the whole squad. I don't know everybody, but shout out to y'all. I see everybody in the chat. It's a lot of them.
It's a lot. And it's God willing, there's going to be more to come.
Right. Because right now, how many stores people got? 4?
4 or 5 maybe.
Yeah,
5,
4.
I believe 5.
And two more counting.
And two on the way. So it's 5 in the possible. This is phase, baby.
Right.
And so in doing this, what has been the hardest lesson? Because you've done it before, but now that you're doing it for yourself.
I say time management.
Okay.
Time management, actually realizing that as business owners, there's only 24 hours in a day. And there's only but so much you could do within 24 hours.
Okay.
So I think it's being disciplined with the time management. Actually setting that schedule. Okay, this has to happen from here to here. Mm-hmm. And it's also time where it's like, okay, now it's personal time. Because I think as business owners or people that go into business for themselves, we forget that we have families. Mm-hmm. So that could be the biggest downfall right there. Forgetting that family aspect. And once that crumbles, you start to crumble as well.
Right.
You don't want to go to the workplace no more. You don't want to be involved.
Because the foundation is off.
You hide in that shell.
Right.
So
okay.
I would say time management.
All right.
Well, for me, being too nice, I ain't gonna hold you.
being too
Probably
nice.
one of the nicest bosses that these guys have ever had.
Oh, he
Definitely. I
definitely-
can't even lie about that.
He's a
Good
nice
cop,
guy.
bad cop.
My wife said working with grown as hard-headed men.
That's exactly what it is. Simple. And like I said, after a while, I just reached my boiling point where I don't even care no more. So I'm suspending dudes left and right for the simplest thing now. You ain't doing what you're supposed to do, you can lose a day. That's it.
And then that's when I get the phone calls. It's like, yo, what's going on with him? No, what's going on with you?
Right.
What are you doing wrong?
Right. Because y'all got to be on the same page.
Like,
Right.
I was, like I said, I pay dues out of my own pocket for situations. He used to do the same,
That's a
but
fact.
it's like sometimes I overdo it. You going on vacation, I'll pay you your whole week and still have somebody else cover your shift.
Right.
But all I ask is just do your job, and a lot of dudes can't do that. So I'm like, you know what? Even if it's family or not, at this point, it's just a business.
Right.
No
And how
love
long have y'all?
lost.
How long has this business been running?
6 months and counting.
6
and
months.
counting.
6 months. And these brothers have given jobs to
Damn near 50 people.
damn near 50. There's damn near 50 men and women that have jobs.
Men and women.
Men and women, and when I tell you that the pay is pretty good, it's for, like
It's one of the most competitive that you're gonna find in the line of work that we do.
my nigga,
Shout
listen,
out to
I
the
had a
bosses,
job
PU
interview.
bosses.
I had a job interview Monday. Yeah, I went to the laundry. Said fuck that job interview, nigga. I gotta go to work.
Hold on, and just to add on top of that, we as far as the line of work that we do, we like to have everybody in an environment where they're comfortable. We don't like to micromanage. We don't like to be on your back.
Mm-hmm.
You will see us, and it's like you seeing family. Not, you see us and you got to tighten up. At
Right.
the same time, it's still tighten up, but we don't like to give that type of vibe.
Right.
It is, so yeah. I don't know if they can see that.
Oh yeah. No, they can see it. Camera right there.
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah, that's a
So,
dope ass logo.
home team.
That's a dope logo.
Just make sure everybody's safe, have fun, enjoy life.
And that next order is coming in.
Yeah, that's a dope logo.
That next order
Like I
is
said,
coming
within the next 6 months, we hopefully have more contracts for clubs. I'm trying to go residential, shelters, everything. We trying to take over. That's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a gun.
You know?
I'm gonna need a gun.
We just trying to make it happen. We're looking into
We start
getting
doing
something-
shelters. I need a gun.
in. And we doing everything legal.
Right. No, a legal gun, but
Everything is going to be legal.
We're in the
When
process of
you
hiring
see that
somebody
logo,
for
when you
that
see
as
that
well.
brand, you know you're well protected.
If y'all
so
know anybody out there that needs security, holler
look, he can't.
Let us know.
at us,
Anybody
Let us know.
need security? Just holler at us. Big check this.
You got to remember, we've been up since 4:35 a.m.
Right.
so
That's what I was gonna
we-
say.
we-
So
we grind.
So I know that the stores open at one time,
Right.
but I know y'all are actually working
24/7.
24/7.
24 hours. See, when it comes down to certain things, as again being a business owner is no sleep.
Right.
Once that phone ring, you got to pick it up. There's no I was asleep.
Right.
No, I don't. I know me. Y'all
That's
gotta
why it's
text
two
me
of y'all.
Before y'all call me.
That's why I sue y'all,
I call
cause
for the dumbest reason. I ain't got time.
yeah.
But within the next 6 months, hopefully we have, an office, secretary, you actually have everything in control to where more people could come in and get more jobs and everything.
See, so give it
trying
up for
to
black
obey.
men that are providing situations for black people. I think it's one white guy on the team. Shout out to Bob. But yeah, thank you, brothers. I don't know. I'm being an asshole. But make sure you check any of the PU locations. We have
Shout
one in the
out to
Bronx.
the PU bosses for giving us the opportunity.
Shout out to the PU bosses.
Shout out to the
Big
staff.
shout out to PU, man.
Yeah,
Big shout out
yeah.
to
All the
PU.
staff. The
Yeah,
warehouse,
amazing
everybody.
weed. Cool ass people. Webster
Females
Avenue in
as
the
well.
Bronx, Notion Avenue in Brooklyn, Church Avenue in Brooklyn, Myrtle Avenue in Brooklyn,
Glenmore.
Glenmore in Brooklyn, and I'm trying to get them to open one in Atlantic City, y'all. So
It's a fact.
yeah,
That's
so
a
y'all
franchise.
talk to them because I would love to work at that one, babe. If we can get where I can work 3 days in Atlantic City, we can get rid of the apartment.
Hey, yo, shout out to Jersey, man. Definitely shout out to Jersey.
Yeah, because I went past their dispensary.
How was that? Trash. No, you can't answer for him. You gotta let
Trash.
I'm telling you.
Wait,
Yo.
what do they call it? What, block work? Yeah. It was hot garbage. You know it's bad when only thing in front of it is crackheads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So that's
and the crackheads are promoting.
right. And they're like, yeah, this. I walk past smoking PU shit, and this nigga's like, I know weed, and that smells good. Yeah, nigga.
I bet you do.
Yeah, fuck out of here. I ain't got no change. All right, so thank you, brothers. Y'all make sure follow the IG PU. And I&M Home Team has one.
That's on the way.
Okay.
That's on the way. By this week, we definitely gonna have.
Okay, they're gonna have one by this week. But either way, and if you're looking for a job, you can holler at these brothers. And they'll let you know if something's up. Thank y'all for coming out.
Leave the gang shit at home. We don't got time for that. We grown men.
Right.
Pushing peace. And everything is peace on this side.
That's it.
Yeah, they won't even let me curse people out. So
also, I like to eat, so y'all ladies.
All right, you know what? Yeah, I forgot to tell y'all. House actually does stand up on the side. So yeah, y'all gonna catch me at one of the shows.
You ever stop by PU, just ask for House, bring me a plate, or take me out to lunch.
This motherfucker just growled. All right, y'all go get the hell out of here. He just fucking growled. Yo, he did this hyper growl. And you gonna do it? You know what?